all in the room, like the people that I found online, the people at the dip, the people who I go to meetings with, and the people we've had on the podcast. It really does mean a lot to me, and I'm so glad that you all come out and show your support for the dip today. The dip was in honour of my friend Philip Melton. I'm one of the lucky ones, you know. I got through them dark times, and I know so many other people don't. Yeah. And I can't help but feel a sense of sadness, but happiness when I think about him as well, but sadness because I know if he'd just held on, he missed out on so much. A couple of people joined in day 3, there was more, and hundreds of people from the community got involved, and I've met some incredible people from that, and this probably is a little bit of ego, but I went from a hopeless addict, and I ended up becoming Pride of Britain finalist, and I got an award from the mayor in the hometown that I used to run Havoc on. You know, some people say never can never change his spots. I like to prove people wrong.
So we literally had to watch everything that we'd ever built just destroyed completely, and we thought we'd never recover. We genuinely thought that would be it, and we were both ready to jack it in and work out whatever we were going to do with our future. First time was okay, it was a hiccup. Second time okay, this one was totally destructive and almost destroyed us, but we got strength from each other, I think. We obviously got strength from a lot of friends and a lot of supporters, a lot of people. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. One of our friends came up with that. I should have patented it actually, I've seen it since, but you know, you learn, don't you?
All of a sudden, 21, 22, and I'm dealing with all of this all at once. So I found myself in a massive depression. I really struggled, I put on a lot of weight. I kind of isolated myself. I didn't speak with friends. University, I was kind of just going in for lectures and then coming out, not socialising with anyone, and then hopping on the train to London to go and have all these tests done. So I ended up in a really, really dark place, and it did lead to one particular time where I almost decided to take my own life. For me, where I'm at now, if I can have an impact on any individual to feel like they can make a change in their lives or have an impact which has a bit more of a positive mood lift on them, then I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
The biggest killer of under 35 men is suicide. Bearing in mind, all we're doing is we're saying talk. We're not saying anything else. That's, you know, Man Up is there just to say, do away with the stigma, let's talk. And that's all it is. The very thing which is going to debilitate people with mental health issues is COVID. It's pandemic. It's because people can't go to work, they can't mix, they can't go and see their friends. They're not even virtually allowed out of the house unless they're just going to go and walk around the block. And we kind of fell on it as an idea because all of a sudden we started getting a lot of followers, a lot of people were watching these videos. We'd get 10 likes and we'd get 15 messages. Now that tells you something. So what we're putting out is good, but still people are not going, Steve Brook likes this. Why does Steve Brook like this? You know, I met with Steve Brook. Why does he like this? This is a mental health issue. What's wrong with it? So the stigma is still there. And the stigma is still, even to this day, there.
But we also promote, if somebody is brave enough to speak to you, shut up. Don't turn into doctor mode. Just listen to them. Don't give them feedback unless they ask. Just shut up and listen. I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but that's something we promote. And actually, because we've been spinning on his head, not the engagement, but the messages and all this kind of stuff is blowing. It's just like, yeah, my husband or my missus has told me this, and now I've learned to shut up. They're focusing on the solution.
75% of all suicides are male, and it is because a lot of blokes are, and I think that it's starting to change a little bit. You know, people are talking about it more, which is fantastic. But there's still a lot of work to be done when it comes to that. You know? On my own personal experience, I've been suicidal on a number of occasions, and I've dealt with a lot of stuff in sobriety on my own before, and I struggled like mad, and I was trying to. My ego wouldn't let me speak to anyone about it, just thought I could fix it myself, which is where I think a lot of blokes go wrong.
On my mum's side, the family was just alcoholism, goes through the generations. I lost my mum and 2 remaining grandparents within 6 months, or just after my 8th birthday. And so I grew up just thinking, I'm not going to drink. That's not, my dad doesn't drink. My dad's always been there for us. He's just been the rock that's held the family together. He doesn't drink, I have no interest, and then I had my first drink at 17. I'm trying to go through life hiding because I'm always being picked on and I don't fit anywhere. I just want to hide, and then all of a sudden I'd have a drink and I don't care what anybody else thinks because I feel good now and I feel confident to be myself. Sobriety is fun, maybe not at first because you have no notion of how to entertain yourself. But then you meet people like Sam, you meet people like Dave, and I've fallen into that trap with name everyone in the movie. But you meet new people and you find new passions. And when you find new passions, you don't need to take the edge off. When you're not drinking every night, you have to deal with your emotions properly, whether they're good or bad.
I just want to say as well, thank you so much for everyone that's come today. I'm repeating myself a bit now, but there's so many different people in different areas in my life at the minute, which all helped me in my sobriety. And to see you all in the same room is very uplifting and emotional. So, and thank you to everyone that shared their story today. It was so inspirational just listening to your truths. It's very empowering. So thank you to all the